Hey YouTube, Alan here, and we're kicking off, or we're not kicking off, we're jumping into the second part of this Donkey Kong Country gameplay series, I guess, and it's my favourite game in the series, so I can't wait to get going with this one. Now, what has changed? I'm actually trying to figure out the controls again, because I'm on the GameCube controller and I can't remember. Yeah, so that's wrong. GameCube controller is terrible for this. So the biggest change is that this time you're I've kidnapped that lumbering fool Donkey Kong, and you will never see him again. Arr, 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 Captain Cruel. So there's the biggest change. It's Donkey Kong has been kidnapped, and you have to rescue him. So this time it's Diddy, along with his. How do you get up? There we go. Okay, no. There we go. Here's a hat to be one of the buttons. Along with his girlfriend Dixie. And Dixie's power is that she can flutter. As I was saying in the first video, it's a bit like what's his name? That ostrich. Espresso. No, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So the gameplay is very, very similar. You know, you got to get through the various different worlds and collect different items, but this time I feel it's a lot more refined, or at least it seems to be more cohesive. So last time round you had bonuses, but they didn't really seem to do much. This time each bonus has a coin in it, and you have to get the coin. You have to get all the bonus coins to get the true ending. There's also an individual Donkey Kong coin killed, or DK coin hid in each level, which you've got to find. So down here, follow the bananas. Whoa! I'll kill you. I'll kill you good. So in here, just boom. It's the first bonus. Find a token. Now, of course, I've already done this, but this is what it would be. So the first one's fairly simple. You just climb up here and you get your bonus. In fact, I think there's a couple of other banana coins down in the bottom. So yeah, not only have you got now bonus coins, DK coins to collect, you know, banana coins, and banana coins are basically the game's currency. So if you want to get help from the side characters, you use banana coins. Bong bong bong. Rambi's as cool as ever, just smashing through everything. So this one here, let me see, you got to charge. Hence the single banana there. That's basically the clue. And this first level is kind of setting you up for the, you know, how the series works. If you haven't played it before, if you see a single banana or lone bananas, it's usually a point of interest. And where press A is basically saying, you know, use a charge here. So it's trying to kind of teach you the mechanics of the game and how things are going to be hidden, and that's what this game's all about. It's really about exploration and finding, you know, the different hidden items. So I think it's up here. Yeah, we have the first DK coin. Now a lot of stuff isn't that hard to find in the first level, as it shouldn't be. It's just trying to get you going. And of course you have your animal buddy to get you going as well. And there we got another life. And Diddy rocks it out, you know, or Dixie rocks it out. Dixie's my favorite character. I love the kind of hovering capability. So, second level here, we've Embrace Mayhem, and just like the first game, it changes up mechanics. So this time you're scrolling vertically instead of horizontally. Ah! That didn't work at all. I managed to throw him back to life. Great. So let's get Dixie, because I'm not too sure I'll be able to do this as Diddy. Now, there, we've seen an arrow, because it was basically indicating there was a bonus hidden over here. And again, you can use your kind of cartwheels and swirl, you know, to extend your jumps. It's a very well executed mechanic. Actually, speaking of mechanics, in the Donkey Kong Country 1 video I got a comment basically saying how, you know, presentation is, you know, over substance. It's a mediocre game, really, but kind of wowed people. Oh jeez, get the DK barrel back in the day. And that's, oh come on, I don't think I can do what I want to do now. Maybe I'll try. No, I won't be able to do it without. Under here, exactly under the mainsail, there's a warp barrel, and if you are Dixie, you could... Oh, I can go into the bonus, come back out and get a DK barrel, which will warp you through the level. Now, a lot of the bonuses obviously get a lot harder. But, sorry, I was saying, yes, style over substance, so to speak. And Shigeru Miyamoto was reported as saying something along those lines. Oh, as long as you got flashy graphics, you can get away with mediocre gameplay. And it was meant to be kind of like a dig at this game. They've kind of rolled back on that since then, basically saying he never said that. So let's see. Let's see, can we get under here? There we go. Although surprisingly it doesn't have a W sign for warp, which it would later do. But it is a warp barrel. Warps you through the level. Not a warp between worlds. So it jumps you right to the end where the DK coin was. Now, of course, that skipped a whole chunk of the level. But I just wanted to kind of show off an extra little, you know, hidden item. This time I'm going to go in and I'm going to play through it properly. So, to kind of highlight the changed mechanics from the first level. And when we talk about changed mechanics, the series to me does that all the time. Like each level, you know, this one is scrolling vertically. It's all about climbing. The first level was your kind of standard horizontal platformer, but it had the kind of animal gameplay. So it's is there something down there? Ooh, no, jeez, that was a bit dangerous. Sometimes, you know, you can drop down onto various items. So we get the O. So you gotta avoid all those slipper sliders, whatever they're called. Most of the baddies do have names. This is the coin I seen. I was actually I thought I was going to get away with that, but apparently not. What am I throwing that for? Now, if you had hit them all, it's not like Mario. I don't think you would have got an extra life or anything like that. So we see a single banana. What does that tell us? Ah, yes, there's a hidden item, and there's an extra life. I took a bit of a risk by leaping forward there. Oh, and here's another mechanic. If you bring a cannonball to a cannon, you get launched into a bonus. So of course it's kind of like lock and key mechanism. And this time you have to use the cannonball though, not to... Oh, I didn't. Did I? Where'd that go? So you gotta destroy all these by throwing barrels at them. Come on, down. There we go. Or just jumping into them, because both Kongs... Sorry, no they don't. Because Diddy holds the barrel in front of him, it's like a shield, so you can just bash into people. Now, is there anything up there? No, there isn't. How do I get up there? Aha, can I change Kong on that? Sugar, no I can't. There is... there we go. So I need to throw you in. There we go. Another hidden bonus. Yeah, Dixie holds it over her head. So this time it's collect all the stars. So you see the bonuses are much better constructed than the first Donkey Kong, where it was just kind of random stuff. There's a set number of challenges. Oh, I didn't get that. And they, you know, so it'll be collect stars, kill baddies, get to the end, that type of thing. But they'll tell you what it is. Oh man, I'm playing this with the GameCube controller. It's just so slippy. The game itself is actually really well programmed, in my opinion. The collision detection and the responsiveness of the characters is all there. Like generally when you die, it's not the game's fault. It is because you made a mistake. And they're kind of the reasons why, personally, I don't feel it's mediocre. The controls are good, responsiveness is good, collision detection is good, and it has a lot of variety in the levels and in the attachment to do. So we're back this time onto a ship level, and up at the top we got a hidden bonus. So I actually thought this was an underwater level, but I think the underwater level is next. Oh, I jumped too fast. I'm not going to do that again. I also think there might be a hidden warp in above that barrel. Oh, damn, I jumped into it. I'm going to see if I can find it. So, now let's see if we won't screw this up. Now I'm going ultra cautious instead of... Oh, come on, is it always the fourth one? There we go. Let's see. There we go, got it. So it's warped to the end of this level. I can't remember what the mechanic of this level was. It could have actually been relatively straightforward this time around. Yeah, I think it was. You're meant to... So that's what happens actually if you don't get a bonus. If you don't hit the kind of end plate hard enough. Which reminds me, now that I'm thinking on it, in the very first Donkey Kong Country, if you landed on certain points of the ground, you'd kind of get bananas or stuff like that. And I said in the video, oh, that's not repeated, that mechanic's not repeated. In a way it is, but it's just for the end target. So there we go, we got some banana coins in here. So this is, you know, your fourth level, and it's an underwater level, except it's not just a standard underwater level like in the last game. It's a shipwreck, so it's a very novel, or you know, different feel to it, and graphically it's, in my opinion, a massive leap forward. I love the music too in these levels. It's just so cool. It's more kind of, I'm not going to say terrifying, because it's not terrifying, but it's more of that fear factor. Oh, that's not good. I thought that must be the exit. Oh, I see. Yeah, I go down there, I guess. So you also got to avoid Lockjaw. It's called Lockjaw's Lair, or Lockjaw's Locker, or something like that, for a reason, because those Lockjaws are all over the place, and they like to chew. So hold A, single banana, and there we go. So again, the game is in this first world really trying to teach you the mechanics. So I think this one is a slight trick in that it's avoid, the bananas indicate dead ends. Naturally you normally go for bananas, but this time they're basically telling you which ways to avoid, and it must be near the end, because I heard the coin. So there we go. Actually, the warp at the beginning of this one was right back at the beginning where, oh jeez, get on, where you fall down. But I've shown enough warp, so I don't need to show anymore. Now let me see. I think the water's going to lower. Yeah. Oh, there are some places where when the water lowers, and that's a new mechanic for this game too, where you get varying water levels. So you have to kind of charge, what's his name, On Guard. Yeah, that kind of looks like I can go up there or something, but I can't. So you can charge On Guard to kind of go as far as he can before the water level goes down. Again, it looks like I can clip over there, but no. Aha! I kind of figured there'd be another On Guard. That's the good thing about water levels. You typically have a fishy pal to help you get through. And generally, I don't like water. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's... Shit, now I lost Dixie too. Because he's spinning, he's particularly difficult to hit. I'm not even sure if you can hit them. I think you can, though. Just not casually meandering into them. I know you can hit Lockjaw. There you go, you stupid underbiting fish. Now if you don't have On Guard, it's a fair bit trickier, because those guys, they kind of hum in you, but not so much. It's really, they make you think that. And oh, there was an example where you had to swim fast with On Guard, charge it up, and because you know, you can tell this is a 90s game, an early 90s game at that. Like, he's got the beatbox out. I always think when the beatbox disappears, he looks a bit like, oh, right, yeah, you see me. So I'm going to skip over this and let's go to Crow's Nest, just so we see a boss. So the bosses in this are a massive step up from the first one. They're still, you know, pattern based and, you know, few hits and death, but at least they're not the standard enemies just increased in size. They are unique enemies to themselves and have unique requirements, I suppose, to defeat. In fact, I think if I throw you up there... Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there's coins hidden up there, but getting hit to get them wasn't really worth it. So I think there's 1 hit left on this guy. I think he takes 4 hits. Or maybe 5, I can't really remember. And the goal is to use his unborn children to kill him, which is kind of cruel. There we go, get another egg. Oh no, that's him, he's dead. And Diddy rocks her guitar over the corpse of a dead crow. Yeah, it's a cruel game. A cruel game. Now, last time around I did the minecart. So this time I'm going to do this game's equivalent of a minecart, and not Hornet Hole, where is it? It's in Crazy Kremlin, which is... Oh, I go up, that's it. I was going the wrong way. Target Terror, is that Funky's Flight? Well, okay, I know this one over here is Rickety Race. Yeah, so this one is kind of an equivalent to the minecart. There we go, there's Diddy. But this time we're in a we're not in a circus, we're in a carnival. Not in a carnival either, we're in a theme park. And then again, a funky tune. Oh, damn. I really need to find my my classic controller, because the GameCube controller is just not the best suited to this game. There we go, there's a single banana. What can that mean? It's a bonus. I said that rather sarcastically, but no, I meant it. It's so here we go, we're smashing into these goons, which is a lot more fun than in the original Oh, I didn't do it? What was I meant to do? I can't even recall. Doesn't matter. So go down here. Now the trick to this is if you pull back, so you're in a race, you got to win the race. I'm in currently 10th. If you pull back, you get a speed boost. But I like the fact that you can smack into these guys this time around more, I don't know, more readily. Maybe that's not the right word. So I'm up to 7th. You don't actually have to... Oh, fail. You don't have to win the race, you just have to get to the end. But if you want to get the DK coin, you have to win the race, because that's... The winner has the DK coin, so to speak. I'm not going to bother with the bonus. As I said in the original Donkey Kong Country, these levels, they really do kind of test your reflexes and your memorization skills. And I did feel it was quite unfair that in the first game, you came to the minecart at the very beginning of World 2, which was incredibly early in the game, and it was a bit of a spike in difficulty. Whereas this one is later, so it's kind of fair. And I would say that the difficulty is more balanced in this game, but it's probably not. It's a harder game overall, especially if you want 100%. And it's more balanced by the fact that it's harder. It's just more consistently hard. And I can imagine that could turn some people off that aren't familiar with the game. Come on, you little... Not me back there. You can't afford to be... There we go. So I got a banana coin, just... Oh no! Dum. I kind of want to do this now. These are addictive, these levels. Because, again, like, that was my mistake. I can't blame anyone but myself. I'm not sure if it's possible to win without getting this boost. It probably is, but tougher. Smacked him in his butt. Oh, that was a slow maneuver. It's also hard to go. Oh, that was very close. I was just going to say it's hard to commentate when you're doing this because you're having to focus on very fast reactions. And I'm getting that, and I don't know if other people get it too, where you press too early in anticipation. Oh, I forgot the coin there. In anticipation of an event that hasn't occurred yet. Like, to be fair, this time they sign, like, there's an exclamation when there's drops coming off. You know, it's nice of them. Hey, you're gonna die in our theme park. Alton Towers may need to take that on board if their rides continue to have difficulties, as they had in the last summer. Although, that was only minor incident. Oh no, I jumped too early. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna give this one more go, and if I don't do it, I'll move on to a different level. Because I want to try a few different, level types to kind of, again, highlight the diversity in gameplay. And it starts off so calm in comparison to music. I'm not even bothering with con letters now. Let's just get to the end. Also, another reason why I suppose I prefer this one is that I spent more time with it when I was younger, and that's because I couldn't complete this game, whereas I completed Donkey Kong Country. I don't think I got 100% of Donkey Kong Country 1, but I actually couldn't get past King Zing's Sting, the boss of this world, when I was younger, which was very irritating. But somehow it made me enjoy the game more, as weird as that might seem. It's actually a bad place to catch those guys is when you're right at the jumps. Oh, yep. Damn, that's not... Okay, epic fail again on these car levels. I'll skip forward a few more. Let's see what else we got. We got the infamous Bramble Scramble. We had Aquatic Ambience as being a great piece of music. Oh jeez. Again, I actually just forgot the buttons to hover. And Stickerburst Symphony which is the music track to this one, is kind of like this game's equivalent. So let's see if we can't get you up there. So obviously, if you touch any of the brambles, you die. Well, you don't. You take a hit, which is very likely to result in your overall death. Oh, Jesus! What am I trying to do here? Oh, collect the stars. This is a tricky one. I'm not going to be able to do this actually, because I had too slow a start, and it requires a fair bit of finesse. When I was younger as well, I also thought that the eggs, I guess, that this guy is Squawks is firing at were kind of like a cereal. I can't even remember what cereal it was now. Oh, I actually did it. Well, as long as I get down and collect it. Jeez, I actually took my time getting down there. Unfortunately, that means I can't keep Squawks. That's a pity. He'd make the level a lot easier. Oh, I guess I can. Never mind. Now, something I only found out more recently is when you're flying with Squawks, you have no bottom collision, so you can actually land on the brambles. I did not know that, and that makes these levels way easier, because you can do... Oh, you can't run into them, you bloody idiot, Alan. But you can, on flat areas, land on them like that. So you only have to worry about, you have to worry about the enemies is what I was actually going to say. Yeah, you do have to worry about them. You're meant to kill them as Squawks. Good lord. Okay, let's try and not completely suck this time. I've been playing this game since I was a kid. I should be bloody better at it. Nah, we're not going to bother with the bonus this time. Boing. I believe... Oh, that was ridiculous. I believe that beetle there can be used as a damage skipper. Okay, okay, okay. This is crazy. Now, come on, Dixie. And this, by the way, is halfway through the game or so. Hey, come on. Jump. Why won't you jump? The thing about jumping on those beetles is you jump back. And the reason why I'm going for that is so that I can run over here without taking a hit. See, primarily you use the B and the Y button, which is very nicely placed on a SNES controller for comfort, but it's not as nice a combination on the GameCube controller because of the unusual non-diamond kind of layout. So presumably I have to go down here. Oh, to get a DK. Sheesh. Now remember, you can lie on those things, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to get in there than if you don't know it's actually. And the thing is, because it's spiky, I would never have even thought to try that. You know, if I hadn't seen, you know, a gameplay on it myself, doing it, I was like, what? You mean all this time? All this time? Oh, let's move on to another level. Clearly, it's just fail town today. So, and this, by the way, is, you know, we've already seen two different types of level, and we'll go to, well, we'll do this one, I suppose. Mudhole Marsh. This is the same world, and we're onto a different type of level again, which is based on getting killed really, really quickly. No, it's based on swamps, so basically it's all quick swamp areas, so it's a lot of places you, yeah, like that, you know, you fall in and you die. Man, I am, oh, I didn't mean to go here. Sure, why not? I'm failing everywhere. I may as well go to the Lost World. So if you collect all the bonus levels, you go to the Lost World, and that's the Crocodile Core. I assume that's the last level. Clobber's Carnage. Oh, this is the bonus level for this one. Hidden coin. So basically, these barrel guys are all over this level. Oh, that was I'm using this as a shield. That's why I carried it, even though it's would have been better to get to Kong earlier. Oh, hang on. So that's a barrel that you have to be Dixie, which is just to get the K. Boom! Oh god, this goes after 3 seconds. So these are partially automatic, those barrels. We've seen barrels in Donkey Kong Country 1, but boom. Those ones are, I think, are new to this game. Ironically, Dixie's hair helps there because, oh, the black ones, by the way, they steal lives. You don't die, but every time they bump into you, they take a life away from you. Very, very nasty. Screw you, mate. Oh, nuts. This is tough. It shouldn't be, because it's all about timing it. Like that, and dead. But anyway, I'm sure this video has gone on plenty long enough. That's Donkey Kong Country 2. As you see, it can get pretty tricky, but there's a great diversity in levels. It is a good challenge, and it's a fair challenge. It really is. I mean, I wouldn't recommend playing on the GameCube controller because that makes it a lot harder than it should be, but it is a fair challenge. And I think personally has a lot more diversity in the first game in terms of level types and graphical presentation. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this look through my personal favourite Donkey Kong Country game, and I'm sure we'll see you back with another Donkey Kong Country game soon. Bye for now.